students. Today I am here to teach you chapter 21 in your textbook, Inequalities. So this is the third term work, first chapter in your third term work. So in this lesson, we are trying to solve inequalities and find integral solutions of an inequality and represent the solutions of an inequality on a number line. Look at this one. There are 50 1-rupee coins in Liana's till. She gave 8 rupees to Sanaya. So what this means? That means this amount should be greater than this amount. That's why she should be able to give that money. So 50 is greater than 8. The amount Liana had was greater than the amount she gave it to Sanaya. If Liana gave X rupees to Sanaya, what can you say about that? 50 should be greater than X. So how you read this? 50 is greater than X. Or I can read from the right hand side. X is less than 50. X is less than 50. So if we read this one, this is 50 greater than X. If this is other way around, X is less than 50. So this is less than and this is greater than. So these are the inequality symbols we use. Greater, less. And normally you can read this from left or right, but when you get unknown letters, we normally start with unknown first. So sometimes you get this symbol or this symbol. Then we use greater than or equal, less than or equal. So we'll learn about that also. What is this one? From left to right. X is less than 9. From right to left, 9 is greater than X. So likewise, how we write this one from left to right? Y is greater than 10. From right to left, 10 is less than 1. But normally we write this way, starting from the unknown. What about this one from left to right? 3 is less than X. From right to left, X is greater than 3. What about this one? Starting from left, 12 is less than 1. So how you write from right to left? Y is greater than 12. Last year, Mithaya got X marks for the scholarship exam and passed, and the cutoff mark was 168. So what it means? Cutoff was 168. That means her mark should be greater than or equal to 168 because the cutoff mark is 168. So it can be 168, 69, any amount above that. So this read as X is greater than or equal to 168. Can you see this symbol, equal sign? So that means it can be 168 or greater than 168. 169, 170, 190, any number above 168. This means there's an equal sign. A less than or equal to 12. Now, how you read this one? Y is greater than. This is from right to left. So they are asking to write not from left to right. Right, how you read from right to left. Here. Here to here. 8 is less than or equal to y. Right to left. 20 is greater than or equal to x. This one. 4 is less than or equal to a. Right to left. 9 is greater than or equal to b. Write down how you read from right to left. Right to left. X is greater than or equal to 7. This one from right to left. Y is greater than or equal to 12. What about this one? Right to left. X is less than or equal to 5. From here, A is less than or equal to 3. Write down the set of integers satisfy inequality x greater than 5. X greater means any value more than 5. So you can't take 5 there. 6, 7, 8, 9 like that. You don't need to write everything, so you can put 3 dots. That means it's continuing. So integers means whole numbers. 6, 7, 8, 9 like that. X greater than or equal to 5. Write down all the integers satisfy inequality. Here equal sign is there. So that means 5 also included. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You can put 3 dots. Write down the integers satisfy the inequality x greater than or equal to 10. 10 you can write. 11, 12, 13. No need to write everything. Put 3 dots. Write down the integers satisfy the inequality x greater than 4. 4 is not included. So you can write 5, 6, 7, 8 like that and put 3 dots. Write down the integers satisfy the inequality x greater than 20. So 20 is not included. So 21, 22, 23 like that. Any value above that. Representing solutions of an inequality on a number line. Look at this one, x greater than 2. So what are the integers satisfying is this inequality? 2 is not included. So 3, 4, 5, 6 like that. It's continuing. You can put 3 dots. And represent solutions on a number line. So how can we show this on a number line? So 3 you can circle. So this is a solution. 4 is another solution. 5 is a solution. 6, 7 like that. It's continuing. So here you can draw up to this point because we can see only these solutions. So put circles there. Not in between, just integers. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 like that. X greater than 0. Write down set of integers satisfying the inequality greater than 0. So it can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all these integers. So we can put 3 dots. And how we represent that one on a number line? So only certain numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all integers above 0 you can include like this. X greater than 2. Write down the set of integers satisfying the inequality. What are the numbers? 2 is not included. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 like that. So it's continuing. Any number above that. So how we represent on a number line? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. X less than 3. Write down the integers satisfying this inequality. X less than 3. 3 is not included. So 2, 1. Integers means you can write down negative integers as well. So here 0 also we can take as integer. -1, -2 like that. It's continuing. 3 dots there. So we can start from 2. 2, 1, 0, -1, -2, -3. All these integers satisfy this inequality. So you can put circles like that. X less than or equal to 0. That means 0 also included. So what are the numbers satisfying this inequality? 0 and any number less than that. -1, -2, -3 like that. You can put 3 dots. How you represent that on a number line? 0 also included. -1, -2, -3, -4. All these numbers are satisfying this inequality. X greater than or equal to 3. Represent all solutions on a number line. In this question, as it is not mentioned, integers, fractions, decimals all included. So here it's not mentioned. It says all solutions. It can be integers, fractions, decimals. So how can we represent? So greater than or equal to 3. So 3 is included. So when 3 is included, so we draw a solid circle. So solid circle when x equals 3 and greater. Greater means more than that. 4, 5 towards right hand side. So what we do here, as this is not integers, we can draw a line. So line satisfying this. So we draw a line and put the arrow mark. So showing that all solutions towards this is satisfying this inequality. X greater than or equal to 3. 3 also included. 3.5 or 3.5, 5.2. Any decimal, any fraction, any integer satisfying this inequality. X greater than minus 1. Minus 1 is not included. Represent all solutions on a number line. So what we do? Here, minus 1 is not included, so we draw an open circle like this. It's not included. So open circle, and this is greater. Greater means towards right hand side. So we can draw the arrow towards this side, right hand side. So any number towards this side. X greater than plus 2.5. So what we do first? This is not equal, so we can draw an open circle. 2.5 is in between 2 and 3. So you mark it an open circle, that's 2.5. And then greater means towards right hand side. So you can draw the arrow towards this side. That's greater than 2.5. X greater than minus 1.5. So what's the value? Minus 1.5. So minus in between minus 1 and minus 2. So this is open circle because it's not equal. Greater. Greater means towards right hand side. So we draw the arrow towards this side. So you can draw an arrow like this towards this side. So all numbers here satisfy this inequality. X greater than 3.5. So what you do? 3.5. This is positive. So in between 3 and 4. So this is an open circle again because not equal. So this is towards right hand side. So you draw the arrow to this side. X greater than minus 2. Represent all solutions. Minus 2 not included. So open circle. Open circle and greater. Greater means towards right hand side. X less than 3. Represent all solutions on a number line. 3 is not included. So you draw an open circle and less. This time less. X is less. So any number less than this. So you draw the arrow towards this side. Less means left side. Greater means right hand side. X less than 0. 0 is not included. So you draw an open circle for 0. X less. Less means towards left hand side. So left hand side towards this side. X greater than 2.5. All solutions. So 2.5 means in between 2 and 3. So 2.5 is here and this is not included. So you draw an open circle there. And greater. Greater means towards right hand side. X less than or equal to 3.5. Represent all solutions. So this time this is included. So 3.5 is in between this one. So you draw a solid circle. 3.5 and then less than side. So that means you draw the arrow this way. Write down the inequalities represented by the number lines. A solid circle is there. So that means 2 is included. So we can write X and 2. This is towards greater side, greater than. So greater than or equal to 2. This one, open circle. X and minus 1 is there. Towards right hand side. So that means greater than minus 1. This is minus 1 there, open circle. So not equal. So less than side, because left side means less than. So x is less than minus 1. What about this one? Open circle, x and 1. So this is towards left hand side, less than 1. Now in between, you get two inequalities. So this one means in between. So how we show in between values? So this is minus 1 also not included, 3 also not included. So what we do, you can mark minus 1 and 3 with open circles because those are not equal. Then when you close this one, this means x greater than minus 1. Greater than minus 1 means this side. When you close this one, x is less than 3 towards this side. So satisfying both these inequalities means here to here. So I can mark here to here is the inequality now. Now what about this one? X less than minus 2 or x greater than 2. So this is a separate solutions. So here what I can do, minus 2. So with an open circle I can mark minus 2. 2. This is also with an open circle. So x less than minus 2 means towards left hand side. So I can draw an arrow here. X greater than 2 means towards other side. So when you get something like this, you have to write separately. There's no intersection between these two regions. So you write x less than minus 2 or x greater than 2. Look at this one. Now in between. X is in between. We say in between minus 1 and 4. Represent solutions on a number line. So mark minus 1 with an open circle. So we'll mark with an open circle minus 1. 4 also not included, open circle. In between, or you can close it. X greater than minus 1 means towards this side. X less than 4 means towards this side. So you can draw the values in between these two. So that's the number line. Now this one, x less than or equal to minus 3. With a solid circle you have to mark because this is equal. X greater than or equal to 3. That's also solid circle. So what are the solutions? So this way, x less than minus 3, less than or equal to minus 3. This is x greater than or equal to plus 3. So both sides you have to draw. This one, x greater than 0 and x less than 0. So but 0 is not included. So that means you have to draw an open circle like this. X greater than 0 means this side. X less than 0 means this side. So all the solutions but 0 you can't take. Write down the inequalities represented by the number line. Now we'll look at already given the number line. This is in between minus 1 and 2. Both are open circles, so you can't write the equal sign. Here when you are writing an equality, make sure that you write lesser number here and the bigger number there, and you always get this inequality sign. This is in between minus 3 and 2. But we can see that this is included, 2 is included. So you put an equal sign here, here, not an equal sign because open circle is there. This one, two inequalities separately, no intersection. x is less than or equal to minus 2 because this is a solid circle. Less than minus 2 or x greater than 2. 2 is not included there. Maximum weight limit is 11 tons for this bridge. So this is a post near a bridge. So that means when you want to pass the bridge, the maximum weight should be 11 tons. A lorry with weight x tons loaded with 6 tons of cement bags tries to pass the bridge. Total weight of the lorry with cement is what? So a lorry with weight x tons loaded with 6 tons of cement bags. So the total is x plus 6. This is in tons. So what can you say about if you want to pass this bridge? This weight should be less than or equal to 11. 11 is also okay. So how can we write down the inequality? If you want to pass this bridge, you can say x plus 6. The total weight should be less than or equal to 11. Then when you simplify, take 6 to the other side or subtract 6 from both sides, you get x is less than or equal to 11 minus 6, that becomes 5. So that means the lorry weight should be less than or equal to 5 tons. Represent solutions of the inequality on a number line. X plus 3 is less than 8. So we can simplify first. So subtract 3 from both sides. So what you get? X is less than 8 minus 3 becomes 5. Less than 5. How you represent the solution? 5 is not included, so open circle, and less than 5 means you draw an arrow to the left. Represent solutions of the inequality on a number line. This one, first you need to solve that. X minus 4 is greater than minus 2. Add plus 4 to both sides. You get x is greater than 4 minus 2, 2. Now you can mark. 2 is not included. So that means open circle here. Greater. Greater means towards right side. Represent solutions of the following inequalities on a number line. X plus 7 is less than 10. So subtract 7 from both sides. X becomes 10 minus 7, that's 3. So 3 is not included. So open circle, x less than 3 towards left side. So you draw the arrow towards left side. X plus 5 is greater than 7. Subtract 5 from both sides. You get x is greater than 7 minus 5 is 2. So x is greater than 2. 2 is not included. Draw an open circle. This is greater means towards right side. Vijita bought a novel worth X rupees and a pen worth 15 rupees. She had only 35 rupees. Construct an inequality. So what's the total price? X and 15. X plus 15. So that amount should be less than 35. Otherwise she can't pay that amount. So here this should be less than or equal to 35. Solve and find the maximum price of that novel. So novel is X rupees. So we need to find X. So take 15 to the other side, or we can subtract 15 from both sides. So you get x is less than or equal to 20. So that means the value is 20 or less than that. So what's the maximum price? Maximum price is 20 rupees. Distance between Colombo to Galle is 100 kilometers. Vimal took a bus from Colombo and travelled X kilometers by bus and then 12 kilometers by trishaw and came to his house. House is situated in between Colombo and Galle. Construct an inequality. So distance between Colombo to Galle is 100. So that's the maximum distance. Vimal took a bus from Colombo and travelled X kilometers and then 12 kilometers. So this is the total distance he travelled. This should be less than or equal to 100 because his house is in between Colombo and Galle. So how you solve this? Solving, you can subtract 12 from both sides. So you get x is less than or equal to 88. So that means what's the maximum distance traveled by bus? Only 88. So the value is less than or equal to 88. So the maximum distance is 88 kilometers. So 88 kilometers he travelled by bus. So what are the rules of solving inequalities? So we'll take this inequality, 10 is greater than 8. So that's true. So we'll add 3 to both sides. 10 plus 3, 8 plus 3. 10 plus 3 is 13, 8 plus 3, 11. So this is greater. So statement is true. So this is true. 13 is bigger than 11. Now we'll subtract. This is also adding. We'll add 3 to both sides here. 8 is less than 12. That's correct. Add 3. 8 plus 3, 11. 12 plus 3, 15. So that's also true. 11 is less than 15. So statement is true. So that means when you add a constant, the inequality sign is not changing. It stays the same. We'll look at the next rule. Rule number 2. We are trying to subtract numbers. Subtract 3 from both sides. 10 minus 3, 7. 8 minus 3, 5. So 7 is greater than 5. So the statement is true. 8 less than 12. Subtract 3 from both sides. 5 is less than 9. So that's true. Statement is true. So what's the conclusion? When you subtract any amount, a constant value from an inequality, so the sign is not changing. Now we'll multiply. Multiply both sides by 2. 10 times 2. 8 times 2. 10 times 2, 20. 8 times 2, 16. So 20 is greater than 16. So statement is true there. Now we'll multiply by 2 here. 8 is less than 12. 8 multiplied by 2 and 12 multiplied by 2. So you get 16 is less than 24. So this statement is also true. So what's the conclusion? We can say when you multiply by a positive number, the inequality does not change. Now divide by a positive value. Divide by 2. 10 divided by 2. 8 divided by 2. You get 5 here. 4. 5 is greater than 4. That's true. Statement is true. 8 is less than 12. Divide both sides by 2. 4 is less than 6. Here also statement is true. So what's the conclusion here? When you divide by a positive number, the inequality sign does not change. And now we'll multiply by a negative number. Multiply by negative 2. Multiply by negative 2, you get negative 20. And this is negative 16. Is it true? No, it's not true. Minus 20 is not greater than minus 16. So you need to change the sign. Minus 20 is less than minus 16. So you have to change the sign. Now look at this one. 8 less than 12. So multiply both sides by negative 2. 8 times negative 2. 12 times negative 2. 8 times negative 2, negative 16. And here, negative 24. What can you say about this statement? Minus 16 is less than minus 24? That's wrong. So you have to change this sign. Minus 16 is greater than minus 24. Any value to the left of the number line is smaller. So 24, minus 24 is smaller than minus 16. So that statement is wrong. So you have to change the sign. So what's the conclusion? When you multiply by a negative number, the sign of the inequality changes. The next rule, we'll divide by a negative number and see. 10 divided by negative 2. 8 divided by negative 2. You get minus 5 here and here minus 4. What can you say about this? Is minus 5 is greater than minus 4? That's wrong. So sign you need to change. So minus 5 is less than minus 4. And take this one, 8 less than 12. Divide both sides by minus 2. You get minus 4 and minus 6. Is it true? Minus 4 is less than minus 6? That's wrong. So you have to change the sign. Minus 4 is greater than minus 6. So when you are dividing by a negative number, you have to change the sign. So what's the final conclusion when you look at all these rules? When you are dividing or multiplying both sides by a negative number, you have to change the inequality sign. All the other cases, you don't need to change the sign. Look at this one. 3x is greater than 9. So how we find out x? You have to divide by 3. So we are dividing by a positive number. Nothing happens to the sign. So x becomes greater than 9 divided by 3 is 3. So how we mark on a number line? This is 3 and 3 is not included. So you draw an open circle. And greater means this is towards right hand side. Minus 3x, minus 3x is less than or equal to 9. Now you have to divide by negative 3. You have to change the sign. So this becomes greater than or equal. So here you get x greater than or equal to 9 divided by minus 3 is minus 3. Now 3 is included, minus 3 is included. So you draw a solid circle and then greater. Greater means towards right hand side. So you draw the arrow to this side. Now look at this one. X divided by minus 2 is less than or equal to minus 3. You have to get rid of this minus 2. So you have to multiply both sides by minus 2. Then what happens to the inequality sign? It changes. So here you are multiplying by a negative value. This sign changes. So minus 2 get cancelled out. You get x greater than or equal to minus 3 into minus 2. That's plus 6. So 6 is included. So you can draw the solid circle, and greater means you can draw the arrow towards this side. The maximum weight limit in a lift is 480 kilos. 8 passengers each with weight x kilograms went up in the lift. Construct an inequality. So what's the total weight of 8 passengers? 8 into x, 8x. So 8x is the total weight of passengers. So that should be less than or equal to the maximum. That's 480. So that's an inequality. And how you solve this? So you can solve this by dividing both sides by 8 first. You get x is less than or equal to 60. So that means maximum weight of a person is 60 kilos. This is the exercises and examples in your textbook. Consider the inequality x greater than 3. Write the set of integral solutions of the above inequality. So what are the numbers you can write? Greater than 3. 3 is not included. So I can write all the integers. 4, 5, 6, 7 like that. I can put 3 dots to represent all numbers. Then represent the integral solutions of the above inequality on a number line. So x greater than 3. 3 you can represent with an open circle, and then greater. Greater means towards other side. But here this is not a line. Integral solutions means only integers. So here 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. So towards this side 4, 5, 6, 7. Example number 2. Consider the inequality x less than or equal to 1. Write the set of integral solutions satisfy the above inequality. You have to write integers. Less than 1. 1 is also included. 0, minus 1, minus 2. So you can continue this. So put 3 dots. How you represent the integral solutions of the above inequality on a number line? So you can draw a solid circles for equal values. 1 is included. 0, minus 1, minus 2. All these integers satisfy this inequality. Example number 3. Represent the solution set of the inequality x greater than minus 3.5 on a number line. Now this is all solutions, set of solutions. So you can draw the line. First mark minus 3.5. So in between these two, not equal. So open circle. And x greater than that. So you draw an arrow this way. So any solution, decimals, fractions, any solution can get with this inequality sign. Example number 4. Represent the solution set of the inequality x greater than or equal to minus 2. All solutions. So minus 2 means you can draw a solid circle because it's equal to minus 2 as well. Greater than means towards right hand side. So you draw the arrow this way. Represent the solution set of the inequality on a number line. So 2 numbers are there. So in between. So minus 3 is not included. open circle. 3.5 is included. So you can draw a solid circle there. Then in between, you have to draw the line. So in between -3 and 3.5. Now we'll look at the review exercise. For each of the following inequalities, represent the set of integral solutions on a number line. X greater than 2. So 2 is not included. So only the integers you have to mark. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. X greater than or equal to -1. So -1 is also included. So greater means all the integers above that value. So you can mark all the integers. X less than 4. 4 is not included. So what's the maximum value? 3. 3 you can write and towards left side. Any value towards left side. All these are satisfying this inequality. X less than or equal to -2.5. -2.5 is here. So less than that. So all integral values. So that means starting from this. X greater than 1.5. 1.5 is here. So all values above that. But integer values, so starting from 2. For each of the following, write an inequality that has the values represented on the number line as its solution set. Here, it's marked on -2 and it's included. This is greater than side. X is greater than or equal to -2. This is -1. And this is towards right hand side, greater than or equal, because this is a solid circle. Now it's not equal. This is 3. And here this is towards left hand side, less than 3. This is 2.5. So 2.5, and this is solid circle. That means this is X less than or equal to 2.5 because it's a solid circle. Represent the solution set of each of the following inequalities on a number line. X is in between -1 and +2. -1, open circle. 2 also open circle. In between means you draw the line. -2 to 3. -2 included. So you draw a solid circle, 3 open circle. So in between that. -3 to 1. So what you do? -3 open circle, 1 solid circle. So in between these two, and you can draw the line in between. Solve the inequality x plus 2 less than 7 and represent the integral solutions on a number line. So we have to first solve that. X plus 2 less than 7. Subtract 2 from both sides. You get x is less than 7 minus 2 is 5. So how we represent that on a number line? In this one, x is less than 5. So you have to show all integral solutions. So that means integers. So what are the integers satisfy this one? 4, 3, 2, 1. All solutions, okay, because it's not mentioned, only positive. So you can put dots for all numbers. If it's only positive, you have to stop from here. Example number 2, solve the inequality x minus 3 greater than or equal to 1 and represent the solution set on a number line. So that's not only integers. So add 3, you get x is greater than or equal to 1 plus 3, that's 4. So you get 4 or above. So you draw a solid circle and draw a line there, because you can get any number above that. Example number 3, the maximum mass that a bag can carry is 6 kilos. Nimal put X packets of rice of mass 1 kilogram each and 2 packets of sugar of mass 1 kilogram each into this bag. This information can be represented by the inequality. Solve this inequality. What is the maximum number of packets of rice that Nimal can carry in this bag? So you have already given the inequality. X plus 2 less than or equal to 6. So solve this. Subtract 2 from both sides. You get 4 here. X less than or equal to 4. So what's the maximum number of packets of rice that Nimal can carry? So X is the packets, number of packets. So X should be less than or equal to 4. So maximum number of packets is 4. Exercise 21.1. Solve each of the following inequalities and write the set of integral solutions. Integral solutions means only integers. Subtract 3 from both sides. X is greater than 5 minus 3. That's 2. So what are the possibilities? X greater than 2 means 3, 4, 5, like that. So you can put 3 dots. X minus 4 less than 1. Add 4 to both sides. You get X is less than 5. So less than 5 means what's the maximum value? That's 4. So 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. You can write any number less than that. X minus 7 greater than or equal to minus 6. Add 7 to both sides. X becomes greater than or equal to 7 minus 6, 1. Greater than or equal to 1. That means 1 also satisfied. 1, 2, 3, 4. Any number above that. So we can put 3 dots. 2 plus x is less than or equal to minus 4. Subtract 2 from both sides. So you get x is less than or equal to minus 6. So any number less than minus 6. So these are integers. So starting from minus 6 this way. Minus 7, minus 8, minus 9. Seven plus x greater than 5. Subtract 7 from both sides. You get minus 2. X is greater than minus 2. So not minus 2, any number above that. Minus 1, 0, 1, 2. and any number you can write. Solve each of the following inequalities and represent the solution set on a number line. So these are not only integers. So here I'm not going to write. So what you do when you want to solve? Subtract 1. So what happens here? That means we subtract 1 from right hand side. So x is greater than 3 minus 1 is 2. X greater than 2 means we draw an open circle for 2 and draw an arrow to this side, to the right hand side. This one, minus 3. So add 3 to both sides, you get x is 1 plus 3. X is less than or equal to 4. So this is equal. So solid circle and towards left hand side. Arrow towards left hand side. 6 plus x greater than or equal to 2. Subtract 6 from both sides. 2 minus 6. So you get minus 4. 2 minus 6 is minus 4. X is greater than or equal to minus 4. Draw a solid circle for minus 4 and this is greater. Greater means towards right hand side. Next one, add 7 to both sides, you get minus 7 plus 7. X less than 0. So open circle for 0 and towards left hand side. Next one, subtract 5 from both sides, you get minus 1 minus 5. X is greater than minus 6. Minus 6 is not included, so you draw an open circle. Greater means towards right hand side. Look at this question. Sakindu has 60 rupees. He buys a book for X rupees and a pen for 10 rupees. The total value of the items he bought can be expressed in terms of an inequality as x plus 10. That's a total amount that should be less than or equal to 60. Solve this inequality and determine the maximum price that the book could be. So we'll try to solve that. X plus 10 is less than or equal to 60. Subtract 10 from both sides. You get x is less than or equal to 50. So that means maximum value of the book should be 50 rupees. So maximum value is 50 rupees. The maximum number of people that can travel in a certain van is 15. If 3 people get into the van from one location and x number of people from another location, this information can be represented by the inequality. The total number of people x plus 3 should be less than or equal to 15. Solve the above inequality. X plus 3 less than or equal to 15. Subtract 3 from both sides. You get x is less than or equal to 12. So what's the maximum number of people that can get into the van from the second location? Maximum number is 12. The sum of the ages of Gitmi and Netmi does not exceed 30. Gitmi is 14 years old. If Netmi's age is taken as x, so how can you write this inequality? The total ages x plus 14 should be less than or equal to 30. Solve this inequality and find the maximum age that Netmi could be. We have to get rid of this 14. Subtract 14 from both sides. So you get x is less than or equal to 16. So what's the maximum age? Maximum age is 16 years. Now we look at example number 1. Solve the inequality 2x less than 12 and represent the solutions on a number line. So what you do? We can divide both sides by 2. Nothing happens to the sign. 12 divided by 2 is 6. 6 is not included. So we draw an open circle and the arrow goes from here to left side. Example number 2. 3x is greater than or equal to 12. Divide by 3. Both sides. You get x is greater than or equal to 4. So if you want to draw on the number line, you can draw the number line and mark 4. That's a solid circle and then towards right hand side. But in this question, they just ask solve the inequality. X is greater than or equal to 4. Example number 3. Solve the inequality. Minus 5x is less than or equal to 15. So when you are dividing by minus 5, the sign changes now. So you can't write less than. This should be greater than or equal. So x is greater than or equal to 15 divided by minus 5. That's minus 3. Solve the inequality. X over 3 less than 2. Multiply both sides by 3. The inequality sign is not changing. X is less than 6. Solve this inequality. Minus 2x over 5 is greater than 6. So you can multiply by 5 first. Nothing happens to the sign. You get minus 2x greater than 30. Now we have to divide by minus 2. Then you have to change the sign. So divide by minus 2 means you have to change the sign. This becomes less. 30 divided by minus 2. X is less than minus 15. Exercise 21.2. Solve each of the following inequalities and write the integral solution. So only integers. Divide both sides by 2. X is greater than 6 divided by 2. That's 3. So what are the solutions you can get? 3 is not included. 4, 5, 6, 7 like that. 3x less than or equal to 12. Divide both sides by 3. X is less than or equal to 4. So that means the maximum number you can get is 4. 4, 3, 2, 1, all values less than that. So you can put 3 dots to represent. You can get any value less than that. Minus 5x and 10. When you divide by minus 5, the sign changes. So this is less than or equal. X is less than or equal to minus 2. So what are the solutions? Satisfy. Minus 2 is also included. All values less than that. Minus 3, minus 4, minus 5. So you can put 3 dots. Minus 7x and minus 35. You have to divide by minus 7. Sign changes. So you have to change the sign. You get x greater than, minus minus becomes plus, greater than 5. 5 is not included. So starting from 6, 6, 7, 8, 9, like that, positive values. Minus 2x and minus 5. You have to divide by minus 2. When you divide by a negative, you have to change the sign. So this becomes less. X is less than. Minus minus means 5 over 2. This one you can write as 2.5. Any value less than 2.5. So what are the values? You can write 2, 1, any value less than 2, 1, 0, 1, like that. I'm only writing integers. X over 2 less than or equal to 1. Multiply both sides by 2. Sign is not changing. Less than or equal to 2. So what are the values included? 2 is included. Any value less than that. 1, 0, minus 1. Any integer less than 2. X over 4 greater than or equal to minus 2. Multiply both sides by 4. You get x is greater than or equal to minus 8. So any number above minus 8 and minus 8 also included. Minus 7, minus 6, minus 5, any integer. Minus 2x over 3 less than 4. First multiply by 3. Nothing happens to the inequality. Minus 2x is less than 12. Now we have to divide by minus 2. So that means sign changes. This becomes greater. So you get x is greater than minus 6. So greater than minus 6 is towards right hand side. Minus 5, minus 4, minus 3, minus 2 and any value above. Solve each of the following inequalities and represent the solutions on a number line. 4x greater than 8. Divide both sides by 4. Nothing happens to the sign. X greater than 2. So you draw an open circle and draw the arrow towards right hand side. This one, 7x less than or equal to 21. Divide both sides by 7. X is less than or equal to 3. So this is included. So you draw a solid circle on 3 and this is less than. Less than this value, you draw the arrow this way, left hand side. Minus 3x and 3. You have to divide this by minus 3. Sign changes. So you get x is less than or equal to minus 1. Equal to minus 1. So that means a solid circle and you draw the arrow towards left hand side. This one, minus 2x and minus 6. You have to divide by minus 2. Sign changes. So you get x is greater than, minus minus becomes plus, that's plus 3. Greater than 3, 3 is not included. So you draw an open circle there and towards right hand side. X over 3 greater than or equal to 1. Multiply both sides by 3. Nothing happens to the sign. Greater than or equal to 3. So draw a solid circle and then towards right hand side. So you can draw any value towards right hand side. X over 6 is less than minus 1 over 6. Multiply both sides by 6. You get x is less than minus 1. So minus 1 is not included. So you draw an open circle and less means towards left hand side. This one, 2x over 3 is greater than or equal to 4. Multiply both sides by 3 first. You get 2x is greater than or equal to 12. Now you have to divide both sides by 2. Nothing happens to the sign. X is greater than or equal to 6. 12 divided by 2. So how you draw that? 6 is a solid circle because it's included, and greater means towards right hand side. This one, minus 3x over 5 is less than minus 1 over 6. First we'll multiply by 5. Nothing happens to the sign. Minus 3x is less than minus 5 over 6. Now you have to divide by minus 3. So that means you have to change the sign. Divide by minus 3 means multiplied by 1/3. Divide by minus 3 multiplied by 1/3. And you put a minus sign. So what happens now? You have to change the sign. It should be greater. So here x is greater than. Minus minus plus. So you get 5 over 18. 6 times 3. So 5 over 18 is just a decimal value in between 0 and 1. So here you can roughly say 5 over 18 is, what's the value? 5 over 18. What's the decimal value? We'll divide and see how many 18s are there. For 50, 3. That's more than. So 2 something. 2. So 36. When you subtract 36, you get 14. So 140 something, 0.2. So 0.2 is somewhere here, and you can draw an open circle there. And then that's 5 over 18. And draw a line towards right hand side. The price of 2 mangoes is less than 50 rupees. If the price of 1 mango is x rupees, this information can be represented by the inequality 2x less than or equal to 50, because 1 mango is x, 2 mangoes 2x. And solve this inequality and find the maximum possible price of a mango. 2x less than or equal to 50. Divide both sides by 2. X is less than or equal to 25. So what's the maximum price? Maximum price is 25 rupees. The maximum mass that can be carried by an elevator is 560 kilograms. 8 men of mass x kilograms each are riding this elevator. This information can be represented by the inequality 8x. Why? 1 person is x kilos and 8 persons are there, 8x. That should be less than or equal to 560. So 8x is less than or equal to 560. So how you solve for x? Divide both sides by 8. X is less than or equal to here 70. So this means the maximum mass should be 70 kilos, because this is less than 70. So maximum possible value is 70 kilos. The amount of money Mahesh has is less than 4 times the amount that Ashan has. Mahesh has 68 rupees. If the amount that Ashan has is denoted by x rupees, this can be represented by inequality 4x is greater than 68. Solve this inequality. 4x is greater than 68. So divide both sides by 4. X is greater than 4 times 1, 4. For 28, that's 7. X greater than 17. If Ashan has only 5 rupee coins, what is the least amount he could be having? So this is the amount, x greater than 70. So the least number is 17 rupees. Least number is 17. So this is x greater than 17. X greater means this should be 18, 19, 20 like that. So the numbers can be 18, 19 like that. So what's the least number? With 5 rupee coins you can make 5, 5, 5, 5. 20 rupees you can make. So what's the least number that Ashan has? 20 rupees. So we covered all theory related to inequalities. When the two sides of an inequality are either multiplied by the same positive number or divided by the same positive number, the inequality sign does not change. When an inequality is multiplied or divided by a negative number, the inequality sign changes. That is, the sign less than changes to greater than. And if it's greater than or equal, it changes to less than or equal. So practice all exercise and examples in this lesson and thorough with inequalities.